Good morning, Nakusa High School staff and students. Today is Friday, May 7th. To start off the news, we look at what two students at the STEM Academy did a couple of weeks ago. Landon Wilhorn and Dylan Bruton sent a balloon and a GPS 50,000 feet into the atmosphere. I interviewed them.
I'm Dylan Bruton.
And I'm Landon Wilhorn.
So first question was what this was for. We originally saw an article about sending something up to space, and since both of us were thinking about a new project, we decided to research a little before and then agreed to do a group project about the weather balloon and sending it to the upper reaches of the atmosphere. Retrieve the balloon. First step was we had to get a GPS, and we had it on a phone, so we were able to track the location. We knew that the GPS tracker would disconnect from the phone temporarily and when we got to a certain height in the sky, so we knew the general direction of where it was going, and based off a weather balloon landing predictor, we kind of knew where it was going to land. So we followed that in the simulations, and once the GPS tracker came back online, we went out and walked and found it in the middle of a cornfield.
We have done this project for roughly 2 months now. We started the project on February 2nd and we launched by April 15th. We did research and collected materials for about 3 to 5 weeks. One of the problems that we had was waiting for the best weather and best wind, so the weather balloon would land in water or land in a forest of tall trees. We enjoyed everything about this project, from research to building to the launch and retrieve. We are very happy that the final product and it was definitely our favorite project.
Thank you guys for taking the time out of your morning to be interviewed by me. What an exciting event for you two to participate in. Hopefully you guys do another exciting project. Now on to Hunter Lochner.
Thank you, Hayden. In this segment, I took the time to interview Mr. Johnson about Nakusa High School being in the top 40% of schools in the nation. Here's what he had to say.
Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Hello.
So, how did we end up being in the top 40%? What had to happen that we were top 40? Grades, or was it something else?
No, so what U.S. News and World Report does each year is they collect information on the high schools from each state, and then they're looking at graduation rate, state achievement in reading, state achievement in math, and then they look at college and career readiness as measured by AP test participation amongst the senior class, and then what percent of the seniors who took at least one AP exam, how many passed with a 3 or better score. And so those are the criteria that they use. They crunch all that data together, and then that's how they make their ranking. And so in order to be recognized as one of the best schools, you have to be in the top 40% of all the high schools that they measured. So this year it was right around just under 18,000 high schools that they looked at for their best high schools in the country.
Do you know any the specific percent we were, or did it just know top 40?
Yeah, so you can actually, if you go onto their website, you can see exactly what number, so I think it was 7,049 nationally, and then they give you for the state, and then they also give you in the region. So Lincoln High School also received the recognition. And then you can look at the exact scores that they have. So it's all available right on their website.
And was this public and private schools, or was it just public?
So it's any schools that the state has data on, so when we do, the ACT scores, the ACT test that is done by the juniors, and then the ACT Aspire that's done by freshmen, sophomores, all of that is compiled in and collected by the state. And so that's the data. And then of course our graduation rate is also collected by the state. That's the state data that they start with. And so in Wisconsin, that measures public high schools. And that's kind of their starting point. But in there, what U.S. News is looking at, they look at a lot of, there are public charters, public magnet schools, traditional public high schools like we have. So it's kind of a cross-section of schools.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, for your time. You can check it out by looking at the Nakusa High School Facebook post. Now on to Paul with his segment.
Good morning, everybody. To start off with weather today, as usual, we'll be talking about our weekly weather forecast. For the entirety of the week, we will be seeing cloudy conditions for the entire area. For tomorrow and Saturday, we will be seeing more clouds, but that will start to fizzle throughout the rest of the week as we see more sunshine peeking into the area. For temperature-wise, today we have a high of 54, and throughout the rest of the week, we will see a warming trend that will come into the area, and we'll even be hitting a high of 68 on Thursday, and that upcoming weekend, we will see lows reaching into those low to mid 70s. Now, talking specifically tomorrow for prom, for severe storms, they're all going to stay well into the plain, so we don't have to worry about any of that. And for rain in general, the line for that will be staying well under the state lines for Wisconsin, so we'll be seeing completely dry conditions in our area, and everything will be perfect for our dance on Saturday. That's all I have for the weather today. Now on to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy birthday goes out to Andrew Perez and Isaac Segovia today. Tomorrow, Zach Harris, and on Sunday, Mason White. Seniors looking for a summer job. A cold storage facility in the Stevens Point area is looking for entry-level forklift/warehouse workers. See Mrs. Kreider for more information. If you're interested in a lawn mowing job, please see Mrs. Kreider in the counseling office. Thank you. Juniors and seniors, prom dance tickets are in. If you already purchased your tickets, please stop in the office. If you did not purchase your tickets, you must do so by Friday at 12:30. First complete the Google form sent to you, then stop in the office to pay. Tickets will not be sold at the door. Please stop by the office if you have any questions. Prom work nights are Friday night at 7 o'clock, Saturday morning at 9 a.m., and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Thank you for helping make this a fantastic prom. Thank you all and have a great Friday and weekend.